Hello people, in this video let us look at keratitis, that is inflammation of what? The cornea, right? So here you can see there is inflammation of cornea. Can you see some inflammation kind of thing here on the cornea? So that is keratitis. So where is the cornea? Here, right? So this one, when it gets inflamed, what do they call it? Keratitis, inflammation of the cornea. Okay. This inflammation can be, if it is associated with ulcer, then it will become ulcerative keratitis. Okay. So what is keratitis? It is inflammation of the cornea. It is characterized by what and all? Corneal edema will be there. Infiltration, cellular infiltration, ciliary congestion. So standard things for any inflammation, right? Cellular infiltration, congestion. Here they are saying edema, corneal edema. So in this, there are many types. Like you can have keratitis can be an ulcerative keratitis where there is also corneal ulcer. Okay. So, and there can be non-ulcerative. This keratitis can also be infective or allergic based on the etiology. It can be infective like bacterial, viral, fungal. It can be allergic. Allergic is very similar to the conjunctivitis you saw. Like you can have flike, tenular, vernal, atopic, etc. What about trophic? Trophic is where you have exposure keratitis because of more exposure. So there's no protection for the eye, right? Then you have neurotrophic keratopathy, keratomalacia, right? Lot of things. Then traumatic keratitis because of mechanical trauma, chemicals, thermal burns, radiations. Idiopathic, like you have Murren's ulcer where there is autoimmune condition which is affecting the cornea, right? So what else? There are a lot of ways of classifying, okay? Based on the location, you can say whether this is actually central or peripheral, right? Or you can say whether it is purulent or non-purulent. Purulent means usually it will be bacterial, right? And sometimes there can be hypopyon. Here you can see hypopyon, right? Here, this white one. So that is hypopyon. That is collection of the WBCs where in the anterior chamber. So where is the anterior chamber here? Right? So if something collects here, that will become hypopyon. So you will see it in bacterial, fungal and all you will see. So based on whether hypopyon is there or not, you can say it is hypopyon keratitis or not, right? Then depth, based on the depth, you can say if it is superficial or deep, right? There are many ways of classifying basically, that much you understood, right? So when they say ulcerative keratitis, that means this inflammation is also having ulcer. Ulcer means what? There is discontinuation in the normal epithelial surface. Mainly, this is the main thing you have to say. Discontinuation in the epithelium associated with necrosis. Okay. So, there is a discontinuation in what? In the normal epithelial surface, there is a discontinuation and there will be associated necrosis. Pathologically, what and all you will see in this condition? Edema, cellular infiltration, standard things. So, there are a lot of types of corneal ulcers. Again, in that you have infective, etc. So, you will have bacterial corneal ulcer, fungal corneal ulcer, viral. In viral, you have herpes simplex keratitis, herpes zoster, that is zoster ophthalmicus, right? You have even protozoal, you know, like there's acanthamoeba keratitis, which is there in people who use contact lenses and wash the contact lens with water. They will have this acanthamoeba keratitis. So this is a very huge topic, guys, this keratitis, and usually this keratitis will be associated with ulcers. So you can go together with this, okay, ulcer and keratitis, you can go together, write almost everything similar to for both of these. This is cornea histology. So here you have the epithelium, here you have the stroma, here you have the endothelium, right? For epithelium, the basement membrane is called as Bowman's membrane. For endothelium, it's called Descemet's membrane. There's also another layer here, Duval's layer. So a lot of layers are there for cornea. So basically, what will happen in ulcer? There will be discontinuation in the epithelium with necrosis, right? In treatment, you have to write specific treatment, like if it is because of bacteria, antibiotics. If it is viral, then how will you treat, etc. Right? Non-specific, you can talk about atropine, cycloplegics to relieve pain, to increase blood supply. Then you can give paracetamol, ibuprofen for anti-inflammatory action, right? Then you can give vitamins, ABC, vitamin ABC you can give for early healing. General measures, they can usually say hot sanitation, dark goggles, rest, right? Good diet, all that will help. So this is a very initial level we are talking about keratitis, but if it becomes much deep, it can go into perforation, right? The entire thing may get perforated and leak the aqueous humor. So usually when there is impending perforation, etc., they think about corneal transplant, that is keratoplasty. So in this video, we just took an introduction to keratitis. So in the next video, we will continue with the infective causes, that is bacterial keratitis and all we will look at, okay? We'll meet in the next video. Bye-bye. Just remember one thing here, that in anything that is involving the cornea, right, the pain will be more. Pain will be more than the normal conjunctivitis, etc. And photophobia, all these will be more. Okay? So that's what you have to remember. In anything that's involving cornea will have more pain, photophobia, redness of eye, watering, blurred vision. Blurred vision obviously, right? Because cornea is very important for vision. So it is going to help in bending the rays so that you can focus. Otherwise conjunctiva and all, if it's inflamed, really vision, not at all. Vision is not affected. But cornea will affect vision and the pain will be more, because it has many nerve endings. So vision also, remember, vision is affected.